What's up, fam? We got quite a show for you today. There was a pretty wacky market, pretty wild stocks, ups and downs. I'm only up 130, 120 something. I don't know. Basically flat. I was up 300 for a second, and we're going to look at that. But this is kind of just how the cookie crumbles. Text from girl. All right, so market is down today. You have Tesla gapping down. You have market gapping down. I'm not swing trading anything. I don't know. Actually, it might be really interesting. I got to talk to my swing guy, see what he's doing with options. I don't even know if I have the buying power to fucking buy options. Speaking of buying power, I had a buddy who roasted me on my friend group chat. He was like, I roasted him first, saying that he was complaining about Whole Foods being too expensive when he spends like $1,000 a weekend on the drinking and stuff and after parties and whatnot. I messed up again. I actually started late on the recording. That's not good. Yeah, I hate when I do that because there's stuff that happens that I kind of want to see. But today I was trading pretty okay. So down 460, up 77. What happens here? This is definitely at the end. Oh, this is a fantastic trade. I was down a little bit. AMST. XNet down. Wow, two things going on. Me burping and my neighbor with this stupid car. Let me see if I can make this a little better. But whatever. Alright, so where did I mess up on XENT? I knew it was a long shot. I think a lot of these were just stop outs. Also, me taking a position up there at the highs and not down there. Chasing upticks like a newbie. Look at that. Yeah, I cut it right there, which is perfect. Probably could have left it at that. I don't know. Chasing upticks like a dum-dum. So this type of trading, it's important, especially when you're going really fast, that you get a good position. And a lot of times the worst position for a short time frame is on the uptick. Not all the time, but a lot of time what you have is you're in the middle of a range. Like let's say the range is the top of the screen and then the bottom of the screen right here. And then you're going from here, and then you have an attractive uptick like that. If you're buying right there, nothing's really happened yet, and often what happens is it just flips and tests the bottom of the range, tests below it, then comes back, then goes. And then likewise happens on the top side. If it dips down, it goes to the top, tests above, comes down and tests below, maybe decides to go back up, maybe decides to go back down. I don't know. But having said all that, I kind of got caught here. Yeah, I was caught back holding a little bit too long. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna go. But setup, okay, so setup analysis, right? Like, let's look at the setup. So we were actually looking at the other one I had it. So there are two trades here, and I was trading in this zone at the moment underneath the VWAP, underneath the 20 SMA on 1, 2, 3 descending, actually more or less 4 descending highs, and I'm taking it at the highs. It's just bad trading, really bad trading. Granted, the size wasn't too crazy. It's what, 4,000 share position. It's not too crazy volatile. It's already kind of sold off. There's potential that it does rip. But having said that, it already kind of tried to rip before, and it's already proving that it's just a stubborn little fuck. Stubborn fuck. And that's that. A lot of stuff going on in the world. Like, getting very distracted. I'm not focusing on trading as much as I should, but I should work on that. All right. Now, what else happens? Yeah, this is just me holding it for slightly too long. This hesitation here should have been cut markedly quicker. I thought it was going to go. Whatever, it doesn't. And then I cut it. I'd lose 112. That's acceptable. Acceptable loss in the trade. Thank God I'm out for this. I am watching it. Actually, I forgot. I'm watching it right here. This doesn't look fantastic. I'm letting it play out, and then it just keeps dropping, and I'm just like, well, we're not taking that. That large flush is just too much. Gotta let that close to even think about it. And then over here, TRNR, good old TRNR. Let's move my face over to the other side and see what's up. TRNR, what an annoying little F. Up 70 bucks on that. RLY, this is a great trade. Great trade in the fact that it worked, but it also was a great trade. I think, let's watch it. So everything dies out. This is the context. We have ULY tried and dies. AMST is over here on the left. It's actually going, but you can't. I'm not looking at it right now. I'm already red on it, so I want to ignore it. I just don't like it. RILY doesn't test highs yet. Nobody knows how it's going to react, and it's kind of like tried up here a few times, but none in the regular market hours. Pops up to 719 and then gets beaten back down. Beat. I get in. Beautiful fill there. I mean, now that's just picture perfect. It was reading 80 by 88. I get filled at the bottom, and thankfully, it slows down there. It holds. I'm not even looking at my entry price, honestly. I'm just watching to see if it fails, because I got to get out quick. If it does, get out at 705, and that changes my down $78 to up $198 for a $270 flip. I'll take that. I'll take that every day. Thank you very much. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Even though it was dangerous, it was the right kind of dangerous. It was a new high. It was sort of holding on the level 2. It was a good entry. It was a patient entry, and we liked it. All right. That sort of saved the day. I think before that I was down 300 or so. And put me down like down 50 or 100 or something basic like that. Maybe I was down more than 300. But now AMST is going, and then if you remember, I had started my recording late. I was a late boy, and then here's what happens. I don't know how to account for the $116 I lost, but I bet you it was on stop outs, trying to time lows or something. I don't know. Let's watch what happens here. I think AMST is going to go. And I'm going to have to move my face one more time. There you go. Okay, so this is an interesting scenario. It spikes higher. I don't know if you caught that, so we're going to do a little replay here. It does a little teleport higher. And the way I like to think about these is it's sort of like a give away your hand of the market makers showing the lay of the land. That's kind of how I trade them. Until I see where a good price ends, that it kind of bottoms, a good price that it kind of bottoms out at. And then I take a position. So it's sort of holding here. Let's see if this new candle, I think I'm going to miss it, honestly. Forgot what happens. Makes new lows here. It's kind of like hesitating. I missed the entry. So the entry was when it went red there. I don't take it. It's fine. I thought I had a good trade on it, but I guess not. I'm still looking at it. I'm just not sure where to get in just because of how swingy it is. I've decreased share size a little bit. Oh, and there it goes. Not loving that. Not loving how I missed that. So there's a lot of parts that are good where I don't take that late entry, but then there's a lot of parts that are bad where I don't take the entry on time. The entry on time then to kind of identify, I guess, let's say you're out of here, candle is about to close, maybe there, because it already made that little bottom tick low, and as it's holding, you're holding. Cutting maybe at 10. And that would have been a beautiful trade. It's like 12-cent trade. Cool. I think a lot of times my brain thinks that the misconception I have is that this low tick right here is visible and there's like a low tick you can actually get, but in reality it's like a sloppy movement up and down and you're really getting filled somewhere, you know, at the highs of the spread or in between the spread. And in this case, you would have been getting filled. Like, let's say this candle closes here, or you get in right before the candle closes. Identifying it would be right there. So you'd probably be getting in at 94, and you're just watching it push here. And just push strongly. And then as people recognize that it's pushing strongly, they'll jump on the bandwagon. It's holding now and above 4. All right, there you go. But you kind of have to be in. You kind of have to snipe the lows of that position because, especially stocks like this, you'll look back at this little instance here where it just totally reverses. Okay, so that's that one. 10:15. Where am I at now? Figure reversal and TNR. Not on camera. Problem. All right. Let's jump down to 10:15. So I must have tried like maybe one other trade and had a small stop out. MLGO starts going. I don't trade it. Then AMST starts pushing above $4 again, or towards $4 again, above VWAP. I'm like, where do I get in? This is just like, I don't know. It just doesn't look good. Maybe right there. Oh, that would be fantastic. Oh, get it right there. Get a little win. All right, a little 5 cents. I'll take it. And then it did that wick up again. I didn't see where that went to 410. What the fuck was that? Okay, so this is what I did. It wicked up, and then I bought initially after the wick up because I was watching it, expecting it to do a similar thing that it did before, or it pushed up higher, just in a more accelerated. I'm a tard. I'm highly regarded. I had 2 bars of chocolate, and I'm just like, wow. All the while that I'm trying to hit this AMST trade, MLGO is ripping, and that is getting in the way of the AMST trade. Because normally what would happen is all this volume going into this MLGO would be focused on here, trying to anticipate, trying to jockey for position, trying to get in at the lows, buying the dips, buying the breakouts, really trying to push it higher, especially with a day like today when this is the only gap we're going. Instead, MLGO, you have on that left hand, on that kind of like continuation sort of run where it had gone. I think Friday was the day, and then it's kind of just doing a little bounce today, and what you really might have is just short sellers really getting greedy up here at the highs and just super loading in, although it did go all the way up to 1171, so they will have to be careful, or they would have to be careful of that. Moving on. Back to this trade. So now where I get in, I don't know, right there maybe? I do. All right, so now I'm back to break even basically on it, down to 46, down $46 on it. And it's in float mode again, and it ticked up high again. I didn't even see that. Yeah. So where did that happen? There's just some orders going through at like 410. I'm thinking that, like, yeah, there's a 750 order at 409.99, 412. Like, what? What MFer is getting filled so high? And so a lot of the reason why I'm trying to avoid red ticks is so I don't get filled like that. Like there has to be that counterbalance that you buy into, so you're not just getting front run by the market makers putting you wherever they want to put you. That is weird. Like, you can even see it on the screen right here. This blue order, 412,999, 1650 shares filled up there. What is that shite? What is that shite, Scotty? Anyways, the market maker is opening up the gates of hell. That's what that shit is. All right. So, what I can learn from today. What can I learn today? It's going to uptick again. Okay. MLG run up. I don't even want to look at the MLG run up. I have it on my list. MLG 1022. Not great trades. Okay. See, and this often comes to the same problem as me losing money. So, like, at this point, I'm really flat. I'm down to only, or I'm up to only down $21 on the day and on AMST because I'm break even on everything else. And look at this. Still kind of digestive issues. Maybe all the chocolate and the coffee is bad for me. I feel so stupid sometimes. So I'm sitting here waiting to buy. And what I'm waiting for is to start making its way up till 4. Or for something else to happen, like it consolidates and the candle closes and it looks different. And so there's a lot of sellers up here. You can tell by the chart. There's every time it goes up to test. And in my mind, I'm thinking it's going to test 4. That's first assumption that I'm working off of while I'm looking at trading here. The volume, while not great, is okay. Both from a standpoint here, it's not fantastic, but it almost looks fantastic. This would be fantastic if it was this volume, but the chart was up, consolidates maybe halfway, up, holds higher, consolidates maybe a quarter way, and then up. And then now is looking to make a new high candle. So that's what fantastic would look like. Instead, now you have a chart pattern that is essentially neutral, essentially going sideways with lots of tests higher, where it will run up, look strong, get rejected. Run up, look strong, get rejected. And so this is all setting up for big false break, I think. But I'm also thinking that 4 level has been tested above so many times. Well, maybe now we'll get a test into it, and then maybe a fail. But I think it goes test into it. And so that's why I'm looking for maybe above 388, 390 into 4. And I'm starting to remember as I'm piecing together the kind of thought process that I have going into charts looking like this. Is that I fumbled the sequence of the trades here. Even though it was going up, which is not uncommon, because it does get difficult as you have, like, especially like this. Like, let's say you have a stock creeping just above highs and then it jumps down here, and then you're like, I can't be trapped in at the highs if I got in up there. That all becomes a problem and you got to reckon with. And then do you get back in? Do you not get back in? How do you handle that? It's all very variable. It's less fun. And so just like that, lost $50, and now I'm in at 92. It's not ripping immediately. I'm giving it a second because it's kind of hesitating up here. I think even that test in the 80s, 88, 86, I'm like, what are you doing? Now I'm back down to minus 80 on it. I'm not using big size because I'm not really good at playing the short-term control of where I get in and out. And I think for me, that's a big determiner in how much size I can use. On these stocks where there's a little bit less control of your exact entry and exit, I really have a hard, and this, I guess, I have a hard time trading it with size. And that's a limitation because there's a lot of stocks like this. And a lot of people do really well trading size. So you have 3,000 shares, you tap it a few times, and you can really, really unload on here. But having said that, 5-minute candle closes right there. I jumped in early right there, way too early. Probably should be cutting right there, yep. Now looking for the test low. I need a red candle. I want it to see ugly. I want people to try to stop out, but it's not happening. And so I'm trying to get in late. Chase it up a little bit, and it's not breaking either. It's just like, There you go. How I get... Oh, I probably lost money there, so that's why. Okay. Well... So what I should have done instead, I'm trying to take the breakout, and this is just obviously just an annoying breakout stock, even though I think it does go at one point here. And I keep getting bailed out, to be fair. There we go. Now it's going to start breaking down, I think. So test 4, kind of like right where I thought it would. It's kind of holding. And so right now I'm trying to identify places where I would get in with size and how much size and how I would do it. Let's see if I can, there. A little bit late, all right. So I got out and out there, yeah. And then I gave back there. Let's take a little bit late on the draw. Yeah, that might even, I might have been just microsecond too late on that. That's okay. Or made that happen. Either way, it was wrong. Phil was bad, and I was out immediately. Fair play. And then I step back, and it goes down to what? 60? I'm like, come on. Crazy. There's no way I'm taking that rejection. Especially not after yesterday, where like half of the review was me just being like, don't take the big flushes. Don't take the big flushes. I gotta stop taking the big flushes. Ah. To be fair, yesterday I missed. I had 2 flushes, and I forgot what I was gonna say. One of them I didn't think was a flush, but I just got caught in it. Anyways, Yeah, so it's like impossible to load in like that when you have size. If you do, because like stuff like that happens where I can't tell if I got in late or if I just got 10 cents of slippage on 1,000 shares. You know, at least the price held up and I was able to exit at a reasonably right price. But there. Huh. All right. Moving ahead, 1102 ESGL. ESGL. So this one, I could tell. I could tell two things. One, that it was late in the day, and that I was basically flat on the day. So I was up $5 on the day. Numero uno. Numero dos. I could tell that this one is a tricky one. You want to know how? Let's watch. Okay, so it goes up to goes up to 222. It's moving kind of fast. I'm thinking it's going to halt up. I think it does halt up at some point or halt down, something. This actually looks fantastic. And then, see what happens. Might be reduced to one of those, like, I swear it looked bad kind of statements, but I swear it looked bad. Yeah. For being flat, these type of one-off stocks in the middle of the day, I generally don't like to take. Like, it's just not my bread and butter. So what ends up happening, it breaks two, keeps pushing up higher, keeps pushing up higher. I lose money, make money, and I was kind of like flat on it. Didn't really have too much traction on it, and then it just kept breaking. It just kept making new highs, and I was like, wow, okay. And it pops to 80. I'm like, I guess I could try trading this. And stock's like, not with an attitude like that, you can't. And so I'm playing with no size. It's 500 shares on a $2 stock. It's nothing. Granted, it could drop, and I'll lose $100 if it drops 20 cents. But like, that's like probably max. I don't think it's gonna halt down on me. So I'm thinking $3 here. I get back in, trying to time that. It's not working out. I get out. But it's holding. I'm like, no, gotta get out again. Get back in. It's faking traders out. It's doing like that seasickness in the middle kind of thing. But gotta chase it. And I get out pretty quick. And then after it hesitates, it goes a little bit more actually. There's sellers popping up. Okay, so I would have got out anyways. It's just run up so much now. Everything looks negative to me, and the sellers coming through, everything looks negative to me, and so I'm just not taking any positions. And of course, it goes a little bit lower, but then it pops right back up. And so, well, short sellers She makes a new high. Short sellers are like, okay, guess we get out of the way. Okay, bye-bye. Little click lower there. Oh, then it hits 95, and you're just like, got to hold on to my hats here. See if it can get through. See if we can get through 3, or at least 2, 3. Ooh, and it's giving resistance hard, so you cut it. Wait till better entry, because $3 is the target move, right? So you're just giving it space here. Wow, 2.9, 2.8, 2.7, 2.6. Okay, 2.1. Another fantastic fill. Hold on for dear life here. That could have went really poorly, as it was kind of near the top of the range, but you know, nice fill up there and made a couple bucks, 9 cents off that. And now for this double tap here, I'm going to try again. But what I will say, if we're looking at the chart context, we have 1 consolidation, 2 consolidation, 3 consolidation, and then it's kind of creeping up high here into the resistance level. It's not the strongest break. I would have liked to see it go to maybe 2.5, to maybe test VWAP, then go up higher. But no, that's not what happened. It does end up giving a nice little dip here. I lose money as it breaks down, or a little money, or I risk money here again through a trend line, which is stupid. But it pops up to 94. Yeah, I lose money. And pops down to 66, 65. And it's hanging. And I'm not even thinking about taking it, which I think was a mistake, especially given size of the candle and how it's hesitating and everything else on the chart. Although, to be fair, I was looking at it from the context of mistakes I was learning from yesterday as not playing the candle or the trend line breakdown. So that's that. All right. Well, I think that's it. I think that's the day. Let me fast forward through the tape, see if there's anything meaningful left. NAR, yeah, ESGL, nice green up, nice red down. Basically no retest there of 3. Whatever. Don't want to play. Market was dying off today, so up a conservative, up basically flat, and market's down, which is whatever. Risk off. Anyways, I will catch you all another day, as in tomorrow. I'll catch you all tomorrow, Friday. Day trading's risky. Remember that. My results aren't typical. That is a cute polar bear baby. Look at that polar bear baby. Anyways, going a little delirious from all of the chocolate I ate, and I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Oh, my results are not typical. Don't do this at home. Don't copy trade. Don't think about doing it. Don't day trade. This is not investment advice. Goodbye.